there's nothing like this downtown. There's no cocktail lounge elevated like this in maybe all Los Angeles. Where do you find this at a rooftop? You're throwing memories and an experience. You only throw one wedding, you only throw one 50th birthday, and it's like, you should come to the space and make it your once in a lifetime 50th birthday. Like, make it your own.
Welcome, Max. Roiva extraordinaire, Savanna, Florentine.
Many extraordinaires.
Yeah, all over the place. 1-1 creatives. Well, why don't we start with, I guess, Florentine, because that's like the newest thing that you guys started and the most exciting thing, I guess. Downtown. Yeah. How's the experience been opening in downtown LA, and how do you feel about, I guess, the market, people? Like, how's it been building a community and a new rooftop bar in downtown?
Very positive. I think that's the biggest thing is Brandon as well. He's been a part of downtown for 20 years. So it's big to him building a community. Like, this is his base and like, it's our home. We've received a lot of good feedback from all directions, you know, industry people, local downtown LA people just from coming in and seeing like, there's nothing like this downtown. Yeah. There's no cocktail lounge elevated like this in maybe all Los Angeles, actually. Like, where do you find this at a rooftop? You know, we're giving a different type of elegance and class to downtown. And I think that's what we want to show downtown and all of Los Angeles that we're gonna bring, right? And we're continuing to bring, and that's our future with it. But it's been ultimately very good, very receptive to people all around, from people just visiting to town. You know, it's been an experience to them. All of our staff is top tier. I love each and every one of them. They have their own personalities. They all get their amazing feedback from our customers, and all have their you know,
unique
funny quirks.
Yeah,
they're all like their own fun, personable people to talk to at the bar. And that's what makes us, you know, unique as well. It's about the people that we have here.
Yeah.
So yeah, so much good things I could say about it.
Yeah, you won't know what it's like until you see it. So you got to come out. But yeah, coming here and seeing it, it's definitely different from, like, I guess, I mean, I'm not like an LA local by any means, but just checking out other spaces, like Florentine is unique, and what you guys have built is
like, I'd actually like to hear your outside opinion of, you've traveled a lot, you've seen a lot of like venue spaces and bars, restaurants, and like, what's your, you know, try not to be biased opinion walking into Florentine and like as a space?
Yeah, I think that it's done really well. Like, everything is done with care in a way. And you guys have put a lot of effort into making the little details actually like work together. From your food offerings to the drinks. It's less like you go out for drinks on the weekend or you go out for drinks on a Friday. It's not like slapped together. It's like actually like you guys have curated an experience. You've taken time. The venue shows that.
Right.
The artists. I mean, I'm biased because I listen to them like select DJs and talk about how they're curating their menu and the brand. So like all of that, I'm like, when I say that I think you guys have a curated experience, is because I am experiencing the work that you guys put in every day.
Yeah, you've seen behind the scenes a little bit on what we've been trying to bring to life, and then you see it to life and you're like...
to create that experience.
Yeah.
Switching gears a little bit, I guess, why don't we jump into Savanna and like what we've been doing here? I mean, so it's funny to talk to you about this because like you run so many different businesses, but Savanna, the events industry, what do we think is happening in LA, I guess? I mean, Savannah's an amazing space, right?
Yeah.
We're lucky in that like this venue is beautiful, but overall, the events industry has been interesting over the past few months. Beginning of 2025, things have been changing. So I guess the question would be like, how have we navigated that differently at Savanna? What are we really hopeful about, excited about? Yeah.
No, absolutely. I think the intention, weddings have never been a big thing here at Savanna. Let me start, like, it was like not designed to be a wedding venue per se, or like, you know, it works. Obviously weddings work here. We've done so many weddings over the last couple of years, right? And it's obviously a huge revenue stream as well. It was, you know, created for creative spaces and like music launches and fun parties, right? And stuff like that, which I think has died down a lot because of the times we're in right now, a little bit of recession, LA fires back in January, like people are just, holding tight to their money in their pockets before jumping into a big spend like a venue. And like, throwing a party is not a priority,
No,
it's like obviously it's not a must, right? We still obviously have weddings that we're curating for years out, 26, 2017, 28, Olympics coming. I have a lot of Olympic inquiries, which is amazing too. Like Adidas just approached us for the Olympics, and the Paralympics also wants to do something here too. But I think, as of right now in this year and time, stuff like throwing a music launch party is not the top of people's list to host, of course. It's, something more, people being more on the conservative side, I think, in the events industry overall, right?
I would say that we've kind of seen that across the board as well at venues all over the place. I'd say the one market that's been an outlier has been New York, but that's a whole different animal. I think they're running on different times. So
that's a good point actually. And like cities like maybe Miami and New York, like that have more of an influx of tourism that throw parties, like people that come not from the States or out of town, and they throw these big parties. Like I see that a lot in Miami, and they go to venues and they're Europeans and, from Dubai and everywhere. They're just coming and throwing these massive parties. Like, hey, just come in here. It's a yacht or something.
What do you think of, like, Savanna is, I mean, just talking about it, like you've mentioned like 10 or 15 different types of events, but like, what are your thoughts on like running like a non-specific space where, I mean, a lot of venues are like, we're just a wedding venue. We're only going to host wedding. How has it been, I guess, hosting all different types of events? And do you think that's a good approach, a different approach? Like, I know from all of our stuff online, our market is like, we'll take any event. Like your vision is kind of, we'll help you curate your vision. But I guess the question is, has that been helpful? Or do you think that like just focusing on a specific type of event would be more advantageous?
Yeah, that's a good question. And I think there's a lot of different factors that probably tie into that. Like we're not an all-inclusive venue, for example. I'm a very open concept venue. Like we just provide venue rental, some staffing. We do obviously have a bar now with bar packages, but a lot of other venues are full in-house catering, full in-house bar, rentals, maybe an in-house entertainment like that you can use. So we're not as maybe all-inclusive, which is nice because we can be A through Z with our events and curate to any events, birthdays, corporate, weddings, everything. I think those specific wedding venues, and I see their qualm, like it's where the money is. That's where that's why they're double downing on weddings, right? And it's also hard for us because most of my weddings want Saturdays.
Right.
And am I gonna take half or a quarter of that budget to throw a birthday on a Saturday, or give it to a wedding with a huge budget? It's like you have to pick and choose your clients, or see if they're flexible, which is not always the case because who wants to throw a birthday on a Thursday or Friday when right after work on a Friday, or on a Sunday when you have to work the next day? It's not an easy pick and choose. That's why maybe majority of my clientele are weddings on those Saturdays, because they win in what a budget can bring here, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think from like a marketing perspective, like if you had to give Savanna one kind of brand, and it's not that we're a wedding venue, it's that we're just an amazing space. You come to us, you throw what you want at the venue, and that seems to work for us.
Exactly. That's why I think it's always like, we're not marketing like this is just the only thing we do. It's like, I want people to come and create the space as their own, because that's what an event is too. It's like you're throwing memories and an experience. Like, you only throw one wedding, you only throw 150th birthday, and it's like, you should come to the space and make it your once in a lifetime 50th birthday. Like, make it your own. Like, it shouldn't be like curated to just, you have to be our look, our things.
Going to the broader concept, you guys manage a bunch of different venues, but like most of the venues that you guys have, they're unique concepts, You guys are really good at picking places that are kind of in a way controversial. Like not everyone's gonna want to throw an event on a rooftop or one of the newer venues that you guys are opening, Baraka. They're not gonna want that space, but by being kind of like different or polarizing, you get people that are really in love with the space, and that's navigating. That's been kind of cool.
Yeah.
Whereas like some spaces are just like, we have a space, bring people to it. I think part of what makes Savanna successful is that it's a space that people come to because it is unique, because it has like that attractive.
Yeah, and I think I know what you kind of mean. It's all of our spaces have a character.
Yeah.
They have a character, but the character won't completely take over the event you want to throw there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can still curate it to yours, and all the spaces will have character and feng shui to it that you come into the space and it's beautiful, but you can still add your own personalization to it and make it an event.
Yeah, make it yours.
Exactly. And some people, it's not their style. And that's, you know.
Some people want it.
Exactly. And some people absolutely fall in love with it, and this is what they want to do. And you're not going to please everyone.
Being a New Yorker at heart, or city boy, what do you think of downtown LA? What direction do you think we're going with the area down here? I mean, obviously having the businesses down here.
Probably a couple of years ago, I would have no idea where downtown LA, and I probably still don't know the direction. I think with the Olympics coming up and a lot of big things coming to Los Angeles in general, you know, a lot of traction, it'll bring a lot of development to downtown. They are doing like a relight Broadway project. So they're trying to re-elevate Broadway, and like there's such beautiful like theaters and the Palace Theater and the Los Angeles Theater across from us that are untapped, and it's like such a monumental piece of history in downtown that people should be experiencing, you know what I mean? And so they need to reactivate it and bring life back to it. And I think they're trying to do that once a lot of influx of people come in 2028,
right? And
get the city ready, get the, you know, everything ready in general. And I'm hoping that brings a lot of, you know, re-life to downtown LA.
Yeah, from what I understand, it was like kind of died off down here after COVID. People started to close their businesses but a revitalization would be really cool to see down here. And I think this place is pretty special. When I was flying in, I was like, people would like give me a strange look when I told them I was going to be down in downtown or staying in downtown, but I've really enjoyed it down here.
Yeah.
It's a cool part of LA. And I hope that more people are going to see it, and there's more development.
Absolutely. I think every city of Los Angeles has its own quirks and charms and funny people, great people, you know. It's just like you have to pick and choose what you love. It's just
Find
like
your
any
area.
city. Yeah,
Find your
exactly.
people.
It's your area, it's your people, it's your community. I didn't always live in downtown, so it wasn't always my community, but yeah, you find it.
Switching gears a bit to the creative side, I mean, yet another business. No, on the one creative side of things, where you guys have kind of built a really cool team to do social media for other businesses and help them kind of find their unique brand, their unique style, get content on time, be seen online. How has it been building that business? And also, what direction do you feel that, like, venues specifically, what do you think that, like, content, and what trends do you see like emerging or things going on
from the marketing side, you mean?
From the marketing side.
In a little context, like Jason really spearheads our marketing agency and One Creatives. And it's always been like that since I started it. It was like, Jason, you take the reins. I want to be on the creative side, you know, like bring me in when there's like a cool, like, I want to create something, you know, awesome. It's like my creative itch. That's what that company is for. On like the marketing side with venues, because we have a couple in like Texas and stuff, like it's really as far as like the venue or the brand wants us to go with it, and like we'll come in full force or just come in and minor touch or take off, you know, a la carte what they don't want to manage marketing wise. But I think it's obviously we provide that consistency, you know, and it's huge in marketing, just the consistency, the consistent creativity, the upkeep of all of that, and that's what we steadily bring. through the agency. In a venue perspective and like running Savanna and stuff and other venues, obviously every space has a unique way to market it.
Yeah.
You know, and you can tell you market venues and stuff. It's always like, how do we market this differently, and what works and doesn't work may not work for other spaces. So,
what's our angle?
Exactly. So it always, goes back to the drawing board of what's your angle with this marketing in a venue.
Yeah. It's interesting. I think so many businesses, just like in every industry, but are just like overwhelmed. I mean, you get it. You're on the ground running operations at Savanna and Florentine like every day. So yeah, definitely having someone to take over, do content for you, help you manage that, and having that as like, it's not I feel like I'm behind or I'm not posting is definitely been cool.
And to that point, I think a lot, even like in any industry, I think people have a vision for what they want to post and what they want to market and stuff. And it's hard to reciprocate that into someone else doing it for you.
Yeah.
Right. Like I've, again, been lucky with the marketing team I have. Like they are very receptive of what I envision and what I want to bring to the table. And like they execute on it.
Yeah.
And it's like, and my people on the ground that shoot for Florentine and Savanna, and like, they execute on it. They know the direction we want to go in. It could just be the way we're relaying it to them, or it's like, I want to say it's heavily on the people I'm choosing and like bringing onto the team. And this is like, they work well with us. They're very, they bond very well with the way we want to work and express our marketing in the direction we want to go. That's kind of how it folds.
No, definitely having people that can like translate your vision into reality in a way is super helpful. But every single business, every venue has a different sort of angle that they take with marketing. Some venues, it's, they want to do these appreciation posts for their brides a year later, or other venues want like a really curated, like trendy experience so it's all this really wide range of colors. And I guess, like you mentioned, when you're building a creative agency, it's more about the people that you pick and their ability to kind of get in tune with different businesses and be like,
execute it.
Execute
it. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's super cool. Kind of going back to the venues, I mean, you guys have multiple venues here in LA. That's always an interest to me because there's a lot of venues that are like single locations or just kind of, they have a single operation, they haven't expanded.
Yeah.
But how has it been running multiple venues, and I guess like bringing on, I mean, you guys are so great at like the marketing, the operational piece, and then also like actually getting bookings for spaces. How's it been kind of expanding to multiple spaces? How does it affect like, we're always talking leads, tours, whatnot, but how does it affect like bringing, I guess, more bookings and building a network more of? How's that affected the business, and how has that been working for you guys?
Yeah, and there's two sides, obviously, to our expanding, per se, of venues. Like, we own Savanna, right? And there's a lot of venues that we just, we manage, we partner with, we are, investors in it. But one, we are looking for new spaces to expand and build of our own and design them and, make it our venue. It's because it's easier to hold it close to home than to go manage someone else's. On the other hand, managing other venues has opened a whole new door. It's because we ourselves and other people's have praised us on how we run our venue, and that's just, they want us to do it for them.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh, okay, we can do it for you. We can definitely, we do it ourselves. We can do it for other people, right? Come into the circle. And it's been great. It's been, having a network of venues to circulate through on the sales side, on the lead side, on just, expanding the network itself. Because like the other day we threw a party slate event at Candela, and it's like he's in our network, and it's just like there's all industry people, and it just keeps flourishing to new networks and more venues and more people that are doing things we do, and we're learning from them, they're learning from us, and it's a great experience.
I talked to Omar kind of the other day about this, which is like, I wish that more venues work together in a way, because there's a lot of venues, like when somebody's picking a space, it's a very emotional decision, but like there's still just a massive variety of spaces. And so kind of building that referral network in a way, or kind of giving people the incentives to go and say, hey, you know, like we'll if you bring us a booking, we'll share with you. And that's not very common. A lot of venues are like, it's my venue, no one else's. But I think that what we've seen is like just kind of growing the whole pie in a way. At least at Roiva has been really impactful on, I guess, like even the venues around us. Like if we're not a good fit, we're not like trying to push you to book our venue. Like you can go book a different space, and that's really, I think, something that a lot more venues should look into, which is like building up a referral network.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think not just on the venue side, but you know, really caring about the clients that come through your door kind of thing on that perspective. Because if I was a client, like, and I, you know, went to a venue and it wasn't really a fit, like maybe it's just too small of capacity, but they had a network that was bigger, it was probably a better fit for me, I'd want them to like recommend me, maybe like, you know, go introduce me to them. And it's just on the client side in the experience, I'd rather have a referral or like go in with a referral knowing like this person says your venue's great, and you know, they've worked with you before, they've sent clients to you before, it was a great experience. It's a whole different feel than just like me as a client going, searching up and Googling some venue and, you know, trying to figure out, is this a good space from you know, service side or location side, but I can get a real life opinion and
somebody who already knows. It's like makes it more comfortable.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely like see venues kind of siloed or on their own, and I think to myself, like, why you would benefit so much from just like sharing, trying to offer other people, like work with other spaces, or join a network, or figure out like how, because once you're connected with spaces, it's like, for example, at Savanna, we have a lot of people inquiring, talking to us about events. And I mean, the percentage of people that love our space book with us, but the other percentage, maybe not a good fit, maybe they have too many guests, we're sending them to other venues that we're that are in our network or that we're friends with.
And I think to that point, it's venues have to get out of their mind. It's not about them in the competition. It's always going to be about the client and what they want, right? It's the client's always right. And like, they're going to choose, at the end of the day, the client's going to choose what they want, right?
Yeah.
Like, if they want the building next door, they're going to get the building next door. If they want my building, they're going to get my building. It's like, you know, it's not a competition between us venues. It's pleasing the client and what they want at the end of the day. And that's what they're going to choose. And that's where they're going to host their events at, you know, something they absolutely love.
And it's interesting because from like a marketing perspective, like the numbers on even just like the campaigns that we run at the moment, like all the campaigns that are successful are us just like being really authentic and like showing what our space actually is to people. I mean, like there's a video of you walking around the space.
Yeah.
And people love it. And it's like, somebody that's into our space, it's less so like, oh, are you like planning weddings? More like, oh, are you into what we're doing? And do you want to be part of that? Do you want us to take over your event? It's
and it's really funny. It's like that video has gotten so much traction, but you know, I always think about it. It's like people just when you're, you know, getting married, you're searching a venue. They're probably seeing all these like past weddings or like previous weddings, but they don't want their weddings to be like that. Maybe at the same space, at a venue, but what they're really inquiring about is what they're getting with the venue. That's the value and the marketing, right? Like you want to give people value and not just like previous past events, which is nice. You know, I want to see what I can do with the space. But when I'm inquiring for an event or, you know, or an event planner inquiring for a client, I want to know from the venue what I'm getting. I'm getting a venue, I'm getting staffing, I'm getting a bar package, I'm getting valet, you know, I'm getting, what am I getting? And where am I getting it?
Simply just the people that you're going to work with for the day of your event and throughout the planning process are like cool, awesome people. It's like you want to work with a venue owner or somebody and have these really cool characters on your team when it comes to planning an event. Yeah, that's most of the stuff that I wanted to go through with you today.
Cool.
We're gonna get ridiculously sunburned if we sit out any longer.
Yeah,
we might
already
film
feeling it.
Yeah, we might film a second segment, but yeah, that's
Awesome.
that's cool, and I think we covered a lot of ground. Obviously, all the best on all the venues.
Thank you.
And the social media side of things at 1-1, and as we expand here, I'm excited to see where we take this, what new spaces we end up working with.
Yeah.
It's really exciting to be a part of this and have things going on.
Cool. See where we take it.
Yeah.
Awesome.